February still seems a long way from the golf season. Another frosty morning with a temperature just above 0 degrees. Another day of dilemma, deliberation and borderline panic. So yeah, we are back off on our travels, to a degree at least anyway. As you can see, it's a cold and frosty morning. That's another cold and frosty morning, by the way, because it's been like that for quite some time in the UK, as it is in many other parts of the world right now. And golf, and being a golf creator, content creator, it's a tough old time. And I don't want to go flitting off abroad. I'm just not into that idea right now, and I'm kind of happy doing what I'm doing. There's a huge amount of work going on behind the scenes, but it means that I'm in a little bit of a state of panic right now because of the way the channel has been not developing, but the content that we have managed to put out has been largely led by what's been going on with A, the weather, and B, the fact that every brand and its dog seems to want to release a new club in January. I just wish they'd do that in a warmer time of the year and perhaps just spread it out a little bit, because to be quite honest with you, I'm fed up of it in golf clubs and reading out data from TrackMan. Now, any good travel video has got to start off with the making of a hot drink, and particularly this morning because I am absolutely Baltic. I've got a bit of work to do. I'm going to park up and well, get the kettle on, so to speak, and see if I can warm up a little bit before I venture out and finally hit a golf ball out on the fairways this year. Before I get to enjoy that hot drink, I think the van needs a bit of a clean up. One of the things that is not enjoyable at golf. I've got a snood on, I've got hats on, I've got another coat on, I've even got to put some gloves on. It is Baltic out there. Anyway, I've got a lot of gossip to share with you. That's one of the main reasons that I want to jump on and have a bit of a chat in today's video whilst I show you around a special little golf course. Talking of gossip, what is the thoughts on Rick Shields joining Live Golf? Anyone see that coming? Yeah, probably. I think it was, yeah, on the cards for a while, although the reaction has been a bit mixed, to say the least, as I understand. I must admit I've not watched his channel for quite a number of years, but yeah, the word on the street is he lost quite a lot of followers about it, but at the end of the day, I would imagine it's put a huge amount of wedge in his pocket, and I don't really know that anybody can blame him if they were faced with that exact same scenario. But yeah, let me know what you think. Anyway, enough of old Shieldsy. Let's get cracking. green staff have got a new roller on the greens iron I think they are, which looks to be doing an incredible job, and I just managed to get myself a little go on it. I'll be on that all day, and they're sorting out the jobs rota. I'll say I'll get on the greens iron. Bagsy there, that's great fun, that thing. We've braved the cold. I've got some gossip. First of all, we're out at Holywell Golf Club, which is very much the home of the average golfer in terms of filming out on the course. You see it quite frequently. I never really focus on it as a golf course. In the summer, it looks a little bit like this, which is very pretty indeed. It's what I describe it as a heathland course, moorland course. It's, I think, 300 feet above sea level, so it tends to get a bit breezy up here. Plays kind of very linksy, and you don't often get a flat lie, and you don't often get a fair bounce either, or at least it feels that way. But as you can see from these photos and perhaps a bit of drone footage, in the summer months it's absolutely glorious. And that highlights one of the problems that I have in the winter, is that whilst Holywell is in unreal condition for the time of year, super dry, and only 20 quid to play today, I might add, which is super value, still don't really want you here as a sort of to show the golf course in all its glory. No golf course would. You want it at its finest moment, you want it in the sunshine. So the challenge I have during the winter months is persuading golf clubs to let me come and film and show their golf course off in terms of a winter venue. And like I said, that can be challenging. That's often why most of the footage that you see is on links golf courses, and that's where I'll be starting off in a week's time. The first trip of Off the Beaten Track is going to be into Ayrshire, and I've got 3 courses planned there, which are perhaps not too off the beaten track. They're very well known places to play, but I think we'll film incredibly well, and for the time of year will be make an excellent venue for filming. But then there is of course the gossip bit that we want. So I've got a number of things to update you on. First of all, we've moved into some new offices, which is not very exciting for you, but it is for me. And it's also been something that's caused me a bit of a problem, because it's nice and warm in there, and getting myself out of that new office has been a challenge in itself, certainly on a day like today. Next bit of news, Average Golfer of the Year competition. All the dates are on screen for you now. The one thing I'd encourage you to do is get a tee time book, because it's getting incredibly busy. We're about to announce some incredibly big prizes for the winners of the individual prizes on the day, but also that grand final prize, which is going to be something special indeed. So the next big change, and the work that's gone on behind the scenes, has been redeveloping our website, and also introducing a newsletter, which you've seen me mention on the channel in the last couple of videos, that I would encourage you to sign up for. The newsletter itself is just going to keep everybody updated as to what's going on in the world of golf in terms of the Average Golfer channel, that is. Anything you miss will certainly be covered in a weekly newsletter email that will come out to you on a Sunday morning, and it also include things like discount codes, which we've got a few of on the go at the moment, and things like with McDonald Hotels, we've got 20% off green fees right now if you use the code AVG20. You can play any golf course and get 20% off the fees, so you'll get access to that kind of information more regularly. The website itself has been developed so that it'll become, or hopefully become, something that can assist you in planning a trip, a day out or a society day, because I filmed at, would you believe, 91 courses was the count I've made over the last few years, and all of those videos will be uploaded along with all the information that's relative to that club, where they are, maps, contact details, to hopefully, like I said, build an informative guide and course planner, because I know a lot of you ask sort of for more information within my videos. Well, on the website, that's where hopefully soon, because it's very much under development, I think is how they say at the moment, but and I'll keep you informed as to when that goes live. But we are certainly getting there, and it looks really effective and informative, and I think it'll be really good. But for the time being, maybe sign up for the newsletter, and that will certainly keep you posted. The next thing I need is sort of help, guidance, and very much your opinion. This channel is all based around trying to make sure that we're producing content that you want to watch, you find informative, entertaining, whatever it is. So a bit of a dilemma, because I want to change the sort of travel content up a little bit this year, only in the way that if I went away, we produce what we'd call like a kind of more of a cinematic video, which is all about drone, nice photographs, photo of the week, bit of history about the course, which I hope to continue. That will carry on, but in addition to that, when I visit the courses, I will also record every single shot from the full 18 holes, which is not something I do currently. So what that will do, it'll give me two types of video. One which will be, like I said, a bit more about the aesthetics of the whole thing. The other will be just a plain video, maybe voiced over later. I'm just concerned that I kind of lessen the quality of one or the other, because it's trying to achieve too much in a day. And trust me, it's not as easy as you might think, and I certainly find it challenging to try and concentrate on playing golf and make a video that is like at its current sort of style and standard. We spend a huge amount of effort on doing so. So let me know what you think. Do you want to see a continuation of the travel content the way it is, and would you be interested in seeing how I perform at these venues and ultimately sort of monitor my performance as the year goes on? I've got to say that greens iron has been super impressive from what I've seen, and these are a lot quicker than normal. Roll out, just turn a tad. Ah, look at that. Such a decent roll, but yeah, not what I was expecting. Superb. But I mentioned about panic, or it might have been the title at least anyway, and the panic is down to the fact that I just don't want to be losing viewers who are coming back for something that they're not quite getting at the moment. So it's constant club review after club review, indoor facility, and I understand, you know, I'm kind of almost bored making them, so I imagine you're getting bored watching them. So I'm just trying to be transparent into the reasoning behind it and why it's a needs-must situation at the moment. But like I said, and I keep saying, all will change very shortly. I'm out next week, so be patient with me. So look, ultimately, I know you want to see, or at least I think you want to see me out on a golf course and not stuck inside on a launch monitor. But kind of needs must. That's what January is all about, I'm afraid. And also, like I said, the weather has been is a major issue to contend with. But I've enjoyed getting back out on the fairway this morning, hit the ball reasonably well. As I say, the year will go on. I'll show you inside the offices in the coming weeks, and how that will sort of benefit me, at least, from not having to work in the back of that van. And maybe you know, you don't want to see me making hot chocolate, but oh my god, that was good hot chocolate, you know. Anyway, maybe a new sponsor for the channel. That's another thing I need to share with you very shortly. We're the final stages of agreeing a sponsorship into 2025, so hopefully I can also announce that very, very soon. So yeah, hang on in there. We are getting out on the fairway soon, I promise. Thank you as ever for watching, all your support, and yeah, hopefully it gets warmer and hopefully we can create some more interesting content for you to watch. I'll see you all soon.